Welcome to episode 2 of Haunted Houses and Real Life Scary Stories. Tonight, the Harlow Burn House. High in the hills above Los Angeles, nestled in the trees of Benedict Canyon, sits a 1930s craftsman-style house that was once home to one of Hollywood's biggest stars. From the outside, its stone stairways, honeycomb glass windows, towering turret makes the house look as if it were plucked from a fairy tale. The true story of 9820 Easton Drive is exactly the opposite. Commonly referred to as the Harlow Burn House, the home gets its name from the original owners, actor Jean Harlow, and her husband, movie producer Paul Byrne. The couple was married for just 2 months before tragedy struck. On September 5, 1932, Byrne was found dead with a single gunshot wound to the head and a .38 caliber revolver in his hand. His body was discovered by house staff who, rather than call the police, immediately contacted executives at MGM, the studio where Byrne worked. Though his death was ruled a suicide by police, some believe he was murdered and that the studio covered it up to save Harlow's career. Whatever the case, Byrne wouldn't be the last owner of the home to suffer an untimely death. In 1963, the house was sold to celebrity hairstylist Jay Sebring, who a year later began dating aspiring actress Sharon Tate. The couple eventually split, but they remained friends until they were brutally murdered on August 9, 1969, by members of the Manson family cult. Sebring, along with coffee heiress Abigail Folger and her boyfriend, screenwriter Wojciech Barwowski, had been staying with Tate, who was 8 months pregnant, at the 150 Jello Drive home she and husband Roman Polanski were renting. And while the horrific events of that night did not take place at the Harlow Burn house, an alleged interview with Tate from the year before her death suggests a chilling connection. In 1970, Fate magazine published the article Sharon Tate's Preview of Murder, which included a 1968 interview between Tate and journalist Dick Kleiner. In it, Tate recalls an eerie encounter while she was staying at Sebring's house. According to the story, Tate woke up in the middle of the night and saw a man in her bedroom who resembled Byrne. Frightened, she ran out of the room and down the stairs, where she saw a figure tied to the staircase with his or her throat slashed. The article speculates that the dream was actually a premonition, predicting her and Sebring's fate. Though Tate's loved ones deny she ever had any such premonition, the article has led many to believe that perhaps the ghost of Byrne returned to the home to warn Tate. Although the current owner, who bought the house from Sebring's parents in 1970, says he and his wife have never had any paranormal experiences while living there, the creepy coincidences are impossible to ignore. In addition, the unexpected death of Byrne and Sebring, their partners Harlow and Tate, 2 actresses who captivated Hollywood, both died at the age of 26.